Welcome to part 4 of our Parents' Guide to Reading at Home. Today we're talking about vocabulary. Vocabulary is an important part of reading comprehension. Readers use knowledge about words to help them make sense of what they're reading. The more words a reader knows, the more they're able to comprehend what they're reading or listening to. Just like we discussed with listening comprehension, conversation and reading to your students are two of the best ways to help them build their vocabulary. Students learn a lot of new words just by hearing vocabulary used within the context of a conversation or text. While in the car or having a meal, try starting conversations with your students about various topics. Here are a few examples of conversation starters. What was the nicest thing you did for someone today? Or what was the nicest thing that someone else did for you today? Tell us 3 adjectives that describe your day. If you won the lottery or won $100, what's the first thing you would buy? If you could be any Olympic athlete, what would you want to be? If you could go on vacation anywhere in the world, where would you go? You can also have a conversation about words that students find in their reading. Either from a book they're reading on their own or one being read together, have them choose an unknown word they're curious about. Then, have a conversation about the word by giving them a kid-friendly, short definition and an example of how the word might be used in their own life. Then, see if they can come up with another appropriate example. Once the word has been discussed, try to find opportunities to use the word in other conversations. The more a word is used, the more likely it will become part of your students' long-term memory. Games can be a fun way to build vocabulary and have good conversation. Here are some examples. Use a board game like Candyland and have everyone provide the definition for a word during their turns. In order to move your piece, you have to give a correct definition or example. Password is another game where someone gives clues or meanings for others to guess the word. Charades and Pictionary are classics. Clues for words can be acted out or drawn for others to guess. You can use whatever vocabulary you would like when playing games. You may want to keep a running list of new words you discuss throughout a month and then use them to play some games. Come back and join us tomorrow for the last part of our Parents' Guide to Reading at Home.